Hello, this video is going to demonstrate the create a APIS Form 2048 or create a submission to the Inspection and Compliance Unit of CVB. To begin with, you will click the CVB module and then find the CVB ICE submission form for 2048 and create a new submission to ICE. As other portal entries, you'll only have access to the establishments that you are assigned to. So as you can see here, I have access to 999 and 999A. These are both active firms for me in Lasardis at CVB. To begin with, you'll want to then choose a product code that is associated with the submission. More than one product code may be utilized. In some submissions that are not associated with a specific product, you may choose NA0000 and then click No Serial Number. However, if a product code is associated with a serial, you will click the product code, add, and then put in your serial numbers. This may be done for multiple product serial combinations. The VBI number is a field that is associated only for submissions related specifically to an investigation that was initiated by the CVB. CVB IC will provide the firm the VBI number. If entered, it should be in the format provided, the fiscal year, and dash, and the sequential numbering. The submission type is a mandatory field that generalizes the submission. There is Adverse Event Reports Correspondence, AERs, Administrative Inspection Review Correspondence, or AIR correspondence. General correspondence is if there is no product code associated or if more than one product code is associated. Choose General Core. Inspection may be any submission related to an inspection conducted by the Inspection and Compliance Unit, which includes follow-ups or action item completion dates, etc. An investigation is one in which the submission had the VBI number. Most likely an investigation is associated with that. Or product correspondence in which one product code was associated. In this case, I would choose product core. The submission subtypes are a non-mandatory field that specifies the submission even further, i.e. if there's bench records relating to the submission, you would put that. If the submission was an immediate notification, choose this subtype. This can take the place of 116.5 immediate notifications to the CVB inbox or direct calls to the specialist associated with the firm. Process deviations are that for what the firm has requested any deviation requests, and a voluntary stop sales. More than one submission subtype may be utilized. In this case, I may use immediate notification and a vol stop in the same submission. Tags are additional information for the submission. In this instance, I could use, if this was a firm priority, in which this would move the submission ahead of other submissions for the firm only. It will not put a submission ahead of any other firm. And a product distributed is related to usually immediate notifications or voluntary stops. It informs the CVB IC if product has left licensed premise. Again, more than one tag may be utilized. The brief description is a mandatory field. This is a short synopsis of what the submission entails. If the submission was related to bulk production lots, you may enter those production lots in this brief description. It does have a 250 character limit. The direct submission to is a field that contains all of the CVB IC specialists, section leaders, and director. This will not automatically send a submission to this person's queue, it will notify our BCAs, Biologics Compliance Assistants, who the submission may be manually routed to. This is especially helpful in cases of investigations or those submissions not assigned to the specialist assigned to the firm. Only one direct submission to person may be added here. Also notify is a CC that can be sent to multiple people, anyone in CVB, the laboratory, the review staff, or inspection compliance unit. It is not mandatory. The related submissions, the firm may enter any known mail log number here that is completed or not completed. It will correlate the submission to that submission when it gets to the inspection compliance mail log. More than one submission may be added at a time. In here, then you'll say you agree that the information is true to your knowledge and save the submission. And as you can see, the portal will tell you if a field is not completed correctly. And then you can go back in and edit. And then you may review the information you've added, edit any of this information, but most likely you'll want to add attachments. Click Add a Document and browse for your document. You may remove it if a document was added in error, but you must select the submission attachment type. Incoming submission core is the only submission attachment type that is available for CVB IC portal entries. A comment is available here, but not necessary. However, you may want to put a comment if you do add more than one attachment, which is available here. And at this point, you can say you also agree the information added is true to your knowledge and save the submission. And still at this point, the submission is not yet complete. You may review the submission still. And if you, as the person who entered, does have the role of the liaison or alternate liaison, you may submit directly to IC. However, people with the roles of quality review or any other role will not have this option, but you may review and edit the document. You may also return to the dashboard. And at this point, this completes the creating a 2048 submission to CVB IC.